Good evening, everyone. It's a nice, chilly evening here on the campus of Booker T. Washington as the Black Diamonds set to take on the Rogers Ropers here at S.E. Williams Stadium. I'm Matt Merrill alongside my broadcast partner, Chris Sharp.
Matt.
Chris, we got 2 0-4 teams tonight, both hungry to get their first victory, get their first district victory tonight. So what do you see for tonight's matchup?
You know, we had a chance to talk to the coaches a little bit before the game and earlier this week, and you're right. I mean, the exciting thing is that somebody tonight's going to get a win. You know, they're going to have somebody's going to get their first win of the season. And I think it's going to be the Black Diamonds. I mean, you look across the board at what Tulsa Rogers has done statistically a little bit. Mm-hmm. Coach Bethel talked about going back to the basics and really working on fundamentals this week in practice, and we'll talk about that a little bit here in the keys to the game. But no, I just think they got to go out. They got to play football. Be disciplined. I mean, Tulsa Rogers is going to have some athletes on the field. But other than that, you know, they just need to go out and play their game and hopefully come away at the end of the night with their first win.
Absolutely. Like you said, you know, Rogers does have athletes, and it's the depth is going to come into play. We saw, and we got a roster right here. It's a very short roster compared to most 4A schools, so depth will be an issue, and we'll see. But we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back with your pregame and your keys to victory, so stay tuned for Mix TV Channel 19.
On a starless Wednesday night, disaster strikes. The call goes out and Shelter Insurance is on the way. Disaster is helpless against Shelter's awesome powers.
Oh, you're working on Mom's comic book.
It's the graphic novel, Dad.
Okay. The superhero's home and she's got pizza?
Yes!
Find your insurance superhero at shelterinsurance.com.
You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See Randall Baker for details.
They were there when you took your first steps. They taught you how to ride a bike. They saved and put you through college. Your parents, they cared for you your entire life. Now is the time to ensure their finances are protected and well-being in order. Call the law offices of Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill.
For elder law and Medicaid asset protection, call Jeff Edwards at Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill. Your lawyers for life.
Forever Memories Funeral Services offers local ownership with deep roots in the community and a caring staff dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities. We provide ceremonies uniquely designed to celebrate the life journey of your loved one. We welcome you to take advantage of all our services, including pre-planning and grief counseling. Forever Memories Funeral Services, bringing family and friends together in a time of loss.
Join the winning team with Gray Brothers and Kubota with preseason kickoff pricing like a Kubota M135 GHDTC coupled with Land Pride's RC3615 rotary cutter to make acres of cleaning up a cinch. Or for the ultimate riding mower experience, try our all-new Kubota Z700 series mowers and get 0% financing for 48 months. Plus, the all-new Kubota BV4160 and 4180 hay balers are in stock. Get your Kubota preseason kickoff pricing today at Gray Brothers Equipment.
You're watching Black Diamond Football on Mix TV.
A to Z Variety in Fort Smith, Arkansas, your one stop for endless options for home decor, furnishings, and more. Shop our wide selection of area rugs, curtains, beds, sofas, mattresses, dining tables, and much, much more. Grab a gift or two while you're here, and don't forget to check out our selection of gifts, apparel, and accessories. A to Z Variety Store, 479-434-5620. Come see us just off Garrison Avenue in Fort Smith.
At Kiki's Country Kitchen, located just west of Sallisaw on Highway 64, enjoy breakfast anytime, along with daily lunch specials, which include chicken fried steak, smoked brisket, fish and chips, and our epic chili cheeseburger. Enjoy generous portions at great prices. Kiki's is open 7 days a week and always has a great selection of made-from-scratch pies and cakes. Check us out on Facebook or come and see us, 3301 West Cherokee in Sallisaw. Kiki's Country Kitchen.
Greenleaf Properties, offering the ultimate in personal, professional, friendly service in real estate to the residents in and around Sequoyah County. From our state-of-the-art website to our service that makes clients feel welcome, confident, and appreciated in one of life's major financial decisions. Visit us online at greenleafprop.com or come by our office anytime, located at 721 West Cherokee in Sallisaw.
Come home to Greenleaf Properties, where the customer always comes first.
I love this building. I mean, why would you tear down history? Let's make it more modern, but yet leave the history and the structure as it is. So I called Buzz. We did a walk around, and it was he came back with a great bid.
Mix TV Channel 19, your home for Black Diamond Sports.
You're watching Sallisaw's Mix TV, Channel 19.
In Sallisaw, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Shannon Van for your insurance and financial needs.
Do you know all the benefits of being a AAA member, like the discounts on insurance for home and auto, great rates on life insurance, or the emergency roadside service that pays for your membership if you only use it once? And AAA can save you up to $600 per year on insurance if your teen completes AAA's parent-taught driver's education program. If you like to be treated like a person and not just a number, then see Misty Bailey, your local AAA insurance agent.
At Diamond Express, we offer quality fuel at a premium price, ice cold beverages, snacks, and lottery tickets. But the great deals don't stop there. We are the perfect spot for hot homemade breakfast, a full plate for only $2.99. On that busy lunch break, stop by and grab a meal from our deli. Choose from hamburgers, corn dogs, burritos, and our hand-breaded chicken tenders. Our brand new rewards program saves you money with a sign-up bonus, a birthday bonus, and so much more. Diamond Express, 712 South Kerr Boulevard in Sallisaw.
Looking for an authentic Mexican restaurant that is both affordable and delicious? Then look no further. El Toro's Mexican Restaurant in Sallisaw and Muldrow serves the best original Mexican food around. Be it lunch or dinner, you'll think you're in Mexico. With El Toro's hot tamales, crunchy tacos, delicious burritos, homemade salsa, and mouth-watering dinner platters made with fresh ingredients and original spices every day. In Sallisaw, 2610 East Cherokee Avenue, and in Muldrow on West Chantel Smith Boulevard, open 7 days a week.
And we're back, getting ready for kickoff. Rogers Ropers taking on the Black Diamonds. As we said, both teams 0-4 tonight, looking for their first victory. I know the Diamonds are 0-4, but they're definitely outmanned. They've outmanned the Rogers Ropers in depth.
Right.
They've got some size out there and they've got some speed. We watched them in warm-ups. But the Black Diamonds take care of business tonight. We got some keys to victory. Not that it's a guarantee at all.
But like you said, Matt, I think when it gets down to it, the depth and just the amount of talent on the field is going to be, I think it's going to be out there for the Diamonds. The Black Diamonds are going to have plenty to choose from tonight when they want to go deep or run their offense. So let's take a look at some keys to the game. And we talked about this in the pregame. The first thing for Sallisaw is they have to be fundamentally sound. Talking to Coach Bethel, that's what they went back to. They're 0-4. They kind of go back to the drawing book this week during practice, and they really worked on just being fundamentally sound, because when you talk about playing this Tulsa Rogers team that is going to have some athletes on the field, as long as you play disciplined, play within yourself, and kind of know your assignments, you should be okay. Second thing for Sallisaw offensively is you got to protect Caden. You got to protect the quarterback. We found last week that he got hit an awful lot. You go back and you watch the replay, Matt, that I did a couple times, and he did. He was on the ground quite a bit. And so that's going to be a big key tonight for the offensive line to have improved over last week to protect the quarterback.
That was a big, knock from last week that we noticed.
It kind of was it exposed, because the first three games, they didn't throw the ball just a whole lot. They tried to throw it more last week against Hilldale, and they just couldn't do it because they were getting pressured all the time.
And I think we may have talked about it, I'm sure, a few times in the game last week. But they did something different, and they put the smaller rush ins, or maybe that's just how their team makeup was.
Right.
But they had the smaller rush ins and the speed, and they were able to get around the big tackles on that offensive line.
Third key tonight for me is going to be fly to the football, and this is talking about the defense. When you talk about a Tulsa Rogers team that has the big playability because of the athleticism they're going to have on the field, if they miss a tackle, if we try to shoestring tackle and they jump through a tackle, they got a chance to go all the way and make a big play. So for me, the defense need to swarm to the football, fly to the football, help your teammates out, and kind of help to gang tackle the Rogers offensive players a little bit. And then the last key for me for Sallisaw, and they did this very well last week, is that's forced turnovers. Forced 5 turnovers last week. If they can continue to improve on that, and defensively, Matt, you and I talked, they've been playing extremely well on the defensive side of the ball. If they can continue to improve and force some turnovers tonight, Sallisaw should have no trouble handling this Tulsa Rogers team.
Absolutely. And I wasn't trying to knock the Rogers program. It's a young program.
They are young. You look across, they are young.
So they just started football. I can remember the first year we played them a few years back.
Right.
Was their first year back in football, having a football program. So.
And I think that this is the type of team, though, that you respect a little bit because they're in the same boat you are. They're hungry for their first win, and we saw last Saturday with Oklahoma and Baylor. I mean, when you play a motivated team, anything can happen. And so, tonight both these teams need to come in. They need to try to get the job done. But I think, like you said, the depth and the talent overall, Sallisaw has the advantage.
But it doesn't always play that way on the field or play out that way, so we'll see. We got a good game. We're going to pull up. Looks like, Christian, you got some stats for us?
Yeah, and this is just stats, kind of an average over the last, first 4 ball games for each ball club, and you can see the advantage there. I mean, it's on paper, it's in black and white. I mean, both teams haven't scored a lot of points a game, but you look at what Sallisaw defensively has only given up 28 a game as compared to 47 for Rogers. And then they're able to rush the ball. They're able to run the ball a little bit better than Tulsa in the first 4 games. So look for that to continue. That should be a good picture of what you should see tonight. I would obviously like to see those passing yards for Sallisaw go up a little bit, and if they've worked on that this week to protect the quarterback a little bit and try some different things. And I'll be curious to see what Coach Lutmer and Coach Bethel came up with on how to get Caden Bailey more time to throw the ball. Looks like Sallisaw's about to take the field. They brought the inflatable helmet and the smoke. Look at that.
One thing we're missing tonight, looks like the marching band getting ready for competition this weekend, so it's always a big thing for them.
Right.
And pretty successful at it in the past, so
Absolutely.
we know they're getting ready for that. So we'll give them one pass.
Absolutely.
This weekend and being a Thursday night game.
Yeah,
too.
Thursday night game, and this is a nice stadium. I have never been here before, and I didn't realize. I guess they share the stadium with Booker T. Washington.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought maybe it was just a kind of a weird scheduling issue with the Tulsa Public Schools.
Right.
And it does look like on the sign that the Hornets and the Ropers both share a stadium. So
right.
I'm sure there'll be.
And you'll see as we watch the game, but the center of the midfield logo is Tulsa Public Schools.
Which I know used to have a Hornet on there. So.
Right, it's not one school or the other, so kind of a unique situation.
It's but a nice campus.
A nice stadium for these Sallisaw kids to be able to come play on, that Astro Play turf.
It reminds me of Muskogee's.
Yes.
It kind of looks just like Muskogee's setup.
They call that, is that the Iron Bowl? What do they call that? No.
The Indian Bowl.
Indian Bowl, that's it.
Yeah, we got our butt stomped against Glenpool in the Indian Bowl in the semifinals or the playoffs one year.
I was at that game.
It was packed. It was this size.
Tulsa Rogers. Rogers campus, we looked a while ago on the maps. Rogers campus is about 3 miles from this stadium, right?
Over by University of Tulsa.
Right. Now, we were up here a second ago, and the head referee came up. Are they going to have microphones tonight?
Looks like they'll be,
officiating crew will have
see that at
microphones.
Poto.
Right.
We see that at Poto, so they'll have the mics on the night, so you'll be able to hear.
Let you guys hear some calls.
And I missed the coin toss, but it looks like the Diamonds are going to be kicking it off. Nope.
They're going to receive.
Nope. They're going to receive, so. We'll see what it's our discussion every game, what the kicker's going to do for the other team. Are they going to pooch kick it deep?
Right.
If they saw on film Marcus Murray last week, get a few nice returns, they may try to avoid him.
Yep. Be curious to see that you brought that up. Curious to see if they try to incorporate him in the offense a little bit more this week, get him the ball, get him some touches.
It was his first game last week. Probably kind of get comfortable, get the feeling. I think he came in, second or third quarter. So we'll see. Murray's back deep. Looks like Nicholson and We got one other one if you turn sideways. Maybe McIntyre. And here we go. We're underway. S.C. Williams Stadium. It's going to be Marcus Murray catching at the 11 for the Black Diamonds.
There's the hole.
Nice seam. Good cut. Across the 45, almost to midfield. So excellent starting field position for the Black Diamonds.
I think that's the third kickoff in a row that he's returned for big yardage. Dating going back to last week. One of the things Coach Bethel talked about this week is they really want to get off offensively to a fast start. They want to be able to score some points early and really put the pressure on this Tulsa Rogers defense. So
here we go. We're going to come out in 4 wide. Looks like Didway flexed all the way out to the far side by the first down marker. Takes the snap, hands off to Hunter Williams up the middle. Good hole. Nice job by the offensive line. Making a huge running lane for Hunter Williams. He's going to pick up about 15 yards.
Something to note, Matt, I noticed that big senior number 62, Jason Bartell, is not in the starting lineup tonight. I think he had some back tightness, some lower back tightness, so he's dressed out, ready to go, but looks like he's going to try to get a little rest tonight if he can. But after that first play, that was a pretty nice hole opened up on the left side. So
first down and 10, ball at the 38. It's going to be a stoppage. I didn't see a flag anywhere. Timeout on the field called by Tulsa Rogers. So 1 play in, we got a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Mix TV, Channel 19.
On a starless Wednesday night, disaster strikes. The call goes out and Shelter Insurance is on the way. Disaster is helpless against Shelter's awesome powers.
Oh, you're working on Mom's comic book.
It's a graphic novel, Dad.
Okay. The superhero's home and she's got pizza?
Yes!
Find your insurance superhero at shelterinsurance.com.
You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See Randall Baker for details.
And we're back. Be first down and 10, 38-yard line of the Rogers Ropers here for Sallisaw on their opening possession. 15-yard carry by Hunter Williams on the first play. After the excellent return by Marcus Murray, set up good field position for the Black Diamonds. We got three wide to the near side here. Hunter Williams in the backfield. Didway split out. It's like single coverage to the far side. Handoff's going to go to Williams. Another big running lane. Goes through a tackler, pushed out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. So back-to-back run plays to Hunter Williams. Back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, so far the offensive line is having their way up front, just getting a good push. Holes opening up everywhere. Hunter Williams has choices tonight on those first 2 plays on whether or not which way he wanted to go. So if this keeps up, that's definitely a good sign for Sallisaw tonight.
I would say it's probably a 30 to 50-pound difference from the offensive line of the Black Diamonds to the defensive line of the Ropers. And there's a quick pass to Drew Didway.
Right, that's not an easy matchup for the Tulsa Rogers cornerback out there. He's looking across at a 6'3", 270.
You got a 170-pound corner going up against a 270-pound tight end.
Yeah. And that's exactly what Sallisaw needs to continue to do. I mean, that was an easy throw for Caden Bailey out there.
That's what we've been talking about. Get him comfortable. Get him in a good zone.
Let him get rid of the ball quick. And we'll see a good opening drive here so far.
Second short, handoff to Williams. He's wrapped up immediately. He's going to go nowhere on the play. So to bring up the first third down of the game here for the Black Diamonds. Third down and 3.
Third downs are going to be huge tonight for Sallisaw because you want to, when you have these good drives going, I mean, Rogers is going to be able to make some plays, like we've talked about. They're athletic, so they're going to be able to make some plays. It's how you overcome that when you get third, when you face your third down situations. Can you move the chains? Can you keep the drives going?
It's going to be an option to the boundary. Pitches to Williams. Got a little bit of running room. He's going to get the first down inside the 10-yard line. kind of a slow developing play.
It looked like Caden decided he thought he might want to tuck it and go, and then he thought, man, no, I better pitch it at the last second, and got just enough for the first down, which is all you had to do right there. You didn't need to score, you just needed to set up a first and goal situation.
First and goal from the 8-yard line. Opening possession for the Black Diamonds inside 10 minutes to go in the first. Shotgun trips to the right. It's going to be a quick bubble screen out to Bennett Leslie. He's got plenty of room. He's going to be able to walk into the end zone for a Black Diamond touchdown.
Nice.
On their opening drive. So good job by Coach Lutmer there, getting your quarterback comfortable.
Yeah.
Getting everybody in a rhythm on that first drive. So a lot of big plays on that drive.
Those bubble screens, let's take a McDonald's replay. Look at McDonald's replay on that bubble screen. But those bubble screens are something that they run during pregame all the time, over and over. That's become probably habit to Caden Bailey. Nice block by the receiver out there. I couldn't catch a number on who that was to spring Bennett into the end zone. So,
and the extra point from Casters right through the middle of the uprights. 7-0 your score. Black Diamonds on top. 9:30 to go in the first. We'll be right back for Mix TV Channel 19.
They were there when you took your first steps. They taught you how to ride a bike. They saved and put you through college. Your parents, they cared for you your entire life. Now is the time to ensure their finances are protected and well-being in order. Call the law offices of Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill.
For elder law and Medicaid asset protection, call Jeff Edwards at Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill. Your lawyers for life.
Forever Memories Funeral Services offers local ownership with deep roots in the community and a caring staff dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities. We provide ceremonies uniquely designed to celebrate the life journey of your loved one. We welcome you to take advantage of all our services, including pre-planning and grief counseling. Forever Memories Funeral Services, bringing family and friends together in a time of loss.
And we're back. Black Diamond score 7-0 on their opening possession here at SC Williams Stadium at the campus of Booker T. Washington. Taking on the Rogers Ropers. Caster ready to kick off. Looks like he's going to do a pooch kick here to the near side. Good kick's going to bounce at the 15. Picked up by number 10 of the Ropers. Has a seam. He's finally going to be brought down by Matt Fulbright at the 35-yard line.
Nice return there for Tulsa. Rogers and the Diamonds did a good job of not letting them just get too far and maybe break that one for a touchdown. That would be back-breaking after you score in your first possession.
A momentum killer.
Yeah. But no, that first offensive possession for Sallisaw, Matt, we were talking during the break. That's exactly what Coach Bethel said had to happen tonight. You have to get that confidence going. Got to get it built. You got to get some momentum going in these games going forward because, I mean, you're 0-4, but you're only 0-1 in the league, and so tonight's important.
So we're going to have shotgun formation for the Ropers. 4 wide. Man in motion. Handoff across the end. Looks like he tripped up a little bit. Is able to stay on his feet, but he's going to be busted up in the backfield. That's number 72, Cody Deal, leading the way.
Nice job there by the ends, turning that play back in, not letting him get outside. You got to think that this Tulsa Rogers team is going to want to try to get to the boundary, get outside as much as they can, get in the open field. Look for a lot of their stuff offensively to be ran to that open side of the field where they have more room to run and move around. So good job by Sallisaw kind of expecting that there.
So second down and 11. Lost the one on the first play. Going to fake the reverse this time. Keeper off the right side, but he's once again hit in the backfield. It looks like Trenton Jones originally got him. Then Brody Nicholson was able to finish it off. It's another loss, and it's going to be 3rd and long for the Ropers.
It is 3rd and long for Rogers from their 39-yard line once again.
I'm not sure. We didn't get to see just a lot of pregame, but I'm not sure what kind of arm Elijah Kemp has. He's listed in the roster as a linebacker and running back, so he's not even listed as a quarterback. So not sure how much of a passing game they're going to have.
He's going to hand off up the middle. Had a little bit of running room, but he's only going to pick up about, 2 yards. That's number 40.
Number 40 on the run. That was Larry Jones.
Larry Jones. So it's going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Ropers.
Add Larry Jones one more to the roster there. He wasn't on our initial roster, but we got him now.
We got Mr. Larry. So Marcus Murray back to return. This will be his first punt return of the year.
Yep.
There's going to be a timeout on the field. Looks like Coach Bethel didn't like something he saw. Maybe they looking at maybe a fake. I don't know about the spot on the field.
You never know.
But, desperate times call for desperate measures. Both 0-4 teams.
Do whatever they have to do to win the game tonight. And if that means doing a fake punt from the 35, your own 35, then let's do it.
Here's the upcoming schedule for the Black Diamonds. Next week, looks like we're going to have Broken Bow for homecoming
week.
Absolutely.
My kids are already excited about dressing up every day for
Absolutely.
For the
I know. Mine love it.
Yep.
Got Poto at home. So we got back-to-back home games after going on the road 2 weeks in a row. Then at Stillwell, home to Fort Gibson, and finish it out at Metro Christian.
That's something.
Always be tough.
That's something different that when I was playing we didn't do. We always did alternate home away, home away, home away, and so that's good that they get a couple of home games in a row to make up for being on the road a couple of weeks in a row.
So 4th down and 10. Roper set to punt. Marcus Murray back deep for the Black Diamonds.
Expect anything here if you're Sallisaw.
Looks like they're running a safe coverage. It's going to be a short punt. It's going to be hit around the 50-yard line and take a Black Diamond bounce. Starting field position at the 44-yard line.
That's a good bounce. We haven't gotten one of those to go our way
and
when we're kicking
about it
the
every
ball.
game, yeah.
It can't get a bounce to go that way when we kick the ball. Looks like Marcus Murray is in the slot here on the short side of the field, to the near side of the field.
He's going to be in motion right here. Look for the reverse, and they're going to hand it to him off the left side. He's going down the sideline, tries to make a cut back in.
Out of bounds. Oh, man.
They're going to mark him out of bounds at about the 34. It's going to give him a 10-yard pickup, and close to, they're going to give it to him a first down.
Just a nice option to have if you're Coach Lutmer, and that offensive staff, to be able to throw a little wrinkle in there. I don't know if have we seen them run that jet sweep play this year?
I've seen it a few times, but that's the first time I've seen Murray do it.
Yeah, so that's a nice wrinkle to have. Somebody with some speed and athleticism.
He did run it last week.
He ran it last week.
That first play he came in. So 3 receivers this time. First down and 10. Looks like Murray in motion again. Going to hand off to Williams. Got a nice seam.
Yeah, good cut.
Runs into his own man. Is able to cut back to the other side of the field. Inside the 10-yard line is Hunter Williams. I'm not sure that running into Drew Didway didn't help him.
Right. Let's take a look at that McDonald's replay, and we'll kind of show you what we're talking about. One of the things that I think coaches would tell you, I think Hunter would tell you too, is he could do a little bit better job of seeing the hole. And I think right here, he tried to go outside, but it wasn't there. And then he ran into Drew Didway, and he's like, oh, nope, you go back the other way. And that's where the hole was. And so good job, good eyes, good vision, nice play.
So first and goal inside the 9-yard line for the Black Diamonds. This is their second possession. 6:43 remaining in the first. On top of the Rogers Ropers, 7-0. It's going to be Murray in motion. He's going to hand off to him on the jet sweep. He's going to make the cut into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Diamonds. Marcus Murray on the end around. It's going to give the Diamonds a 2-score lead here.
Yeah, let's take a look at the McDonald's replay on the touchdown. Got to show the touchdowns. Like I said, we talked about this. Just a nice option to have, bringing Murray in motion. It opens up so many things. You can fake to him, but here they pitch it to him. Does a good job reading his block. Good block by Hunter Williams there. Into the end zone for a score. And you can see Aubrey Henshaw had his guy blocked all the way out into the track back there. So
Casters extra points up and through the uprights. Good. 14-0. Black Diamonds on top. 6:28 remaining in the first. We'll be right back for Mix TV Channel 19.
Join the winning team with Gray Brothers and Kubota with preseason kickoff pricing like a Kubota M135 GHDTC coupled with Land Pride's RC3615 rotary cutter to make acres of cleaning up a cinch. Or for the ultimate riding mower experience, try our all-new Kubota Z700 series mowers and get 0% financing for 48 months. Plus, the all-new Kubota BB 4160 and 4180 hay balers are in stock. Get your Kubota preseason kickoff pricing today at Gray Brothers Equipment.
You're watching Black Diamond Football on Mix TV.
A to Z Variety in Fort Smith, Arkansas, your one stop for endless options for home decor, furnishings, and more. Shop our wide selection of area rugs, curtains, beds, sofas, mattresses, dining tables, and much, much more. Grab a gift or two while you're here, and don't forget to check out our selection of gifts, apparel, and accessories. A to Z Variety Store, 479-434-5620. Come see us just off Garrison Avenue in Fort Smith.
And we're back. Caster ready to kick it off. 14-0. Black Diamonds on top. Kick's going to go to the 18. It's dropped, and he looks like he hit a knee there as he's trying to pick the ball back up. So Black Diamonds are really winning the field position game so far.
Yeah, and these first two kickoffs that Caster's had have been perfect. A little bit deeper than he's usually kicked them in the first 4 ball games. I don't know if that's something that they worked on. You know, we talked about them going back to the fundamentals. That's a very fundamental thing as a kickoff, and so maybe they've worked on that. But those first 2 kicks have been a lot deeper, and in my opinion, have been better pooch kicks if that's what you're going to do. So nice job there in the special teams.
So Roper start from their own 19-yard line, trailing the Diamonds 14-0 midway through the first quarter. It's going to be a quarterback draw. He's able to get out of there somehow. Good pressure by the defensive line, but they couldn't bring him down. He's going to cross the 25, going to pick up about 6 yards.
It's a good job, though. I mean, we talked about it in the first. I mean, that pursuing the ball, flying to the football. When Tulsa Rogers breaks a play like that, it's almost like a busted play. That's when they can be really dangerous. And so if you're a defender and you see the play going away from you, don't fall asleep. Don't think the play's over, because it may come all the way back around, and you'll be having to be the one to make the tackle.
Second down and 4. He's going to keep it again up the middle. Black Diamond's going to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up third down and a long 4, looks like, for the Ropers. We're getting good pressure from the defensive line tonight.
Yeah,
like we mentioned earlier, that size advantage is really coming into play.
Really being a big factor tonight. Connor Daffin was in there in the middle of that from his linebacker position, so maybe a stunt, but maybe a good read too.
Ooh, a little early movement here, but he's able to get. Well, he thought he was back to reset, but the slot receiver went in motion at the same time.
We're going to have 2 people in motion, I think, if he had just kept going.
That'll back them up 5 yards. So they had a 3rd and manageable. Now it's going to make it 3rd and 9. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Second timeout for Tulsa Rogers. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back from Mix TV Channel 19.
Greenleaf Properties, offering the ultimate in personal, professional, friendly service in real estate to the residents in and around Sequoia County. From our state-of-the-art website to our service that makes clients feel welcome, confident, and appreciated in one of life's major financial decisions. Visit us online at greenleafprop.com or come by our office anytime, located at 721 West Cherokee in Sallisaw.
Come home to Greenleaf Properties, where the customer always comes first.
And we're back, 3rd down and 9 for the Rogers Ropers. 4:40 to go in the first, 14-0. Black Diamonds on top, scored on the first 2 possessions, really winning the field position battle tonight. Both possessions started within 5 yards of midfield.
Right. It's a lot easier to score when you only have to go half the length of the field every time. But no, they've played well to this point, and you expected that. I mean, we expected them to come out and play well tonight. Like I said, this is an important game. Very important to get a win here, even your conference record up.
Receiver in motion, going to fake it, going to drop back for the first time tonight. Throw it deep downfield, well overthrown to his wide receiver. That'll bring up 4th down and 9 here for the Ropers. Looks like he just heaved that one up.
Wanted to throw that as far as he could. Let's see how many yards I can throw it. Of course, he's throwing to Micah Fields is out there at 6'3", 190 pounds. That's a pretty big receiver, pretty big target to throw to. So,
which is I've wondered why they haven't tried to target him more in this game, because the run game, outside of one run for about 6 yards, everything else has kind of been met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Sallisaw's done a good job of disrupting their running game in the backfield.
We're going to have 2 guys back deep. It's like Marcus Murray and Aubrey Henshaw for the Diamonds. So another short kick. He's going to roll out of – nope, Murray's going to pick it up and stay in bounds. He's going to get inside the 45, pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
I would have thought he might have stepped out there and got a little late hit, but –
So even better field position this time for the Black Diamonds.
That's the best field position of the night, and they haven't had bad field position yet. And I think this is one of those games, Matt, and we'll talk about this as we go along, but I don't think if you're Sallisaw, I mean, I know you look like the score may get out of hand here, the next quarter and a half, but I think you still have to work on your offense.
If it does say it gets out of hand, this needs to be treated as a practice.
I don't.
And you got to work on some things. Bailey's going to keep it for the first time. There's a flag thrown back near the line of scrimmage, but it's an excellent run and nice vision for Caden Bailey.
Good read on that option there.
Probably going to get called back.
Yeah, they're going to be a hold, it looks like, but
holding called against the Black Diamonds.
But yeah, no, that was a fantastic read. He saw the hole, and that was probably one of Caden Bailey's best runs of the year in his first 3 starts. So backs him up a little bit, but still have to work on your offense here, like we talked about, trying to find that identity.
And 1st and 20, they've had, 2 or 3 plays of near 20 yards tonight already in this first quarter, so just stick to your game plan. Don't change anything. Offensive line's been producing huge holes tonight for the running backs to run through. It's going to be option into the boundary. Bailey's going to keep it across the 40-yard line. Brought down by number 7, Micah Fields, at about the 37.
The formations that Sallisaw run offensively is going to really match up well with this Tulsa Rogers defense, who likes to run cover 3. But when you put 3 receivers on one side and Didway down here, you had Didway isolated one-on-one in man coverage on this short side, and like you said a second ago, that mismatch on their corners could be something to look at. Looks like they're going to get in that same formation this time.
At some point they were talking about working on things, working on the deep ball.
Yeah, you have
Bailey's got to be
no safety over the top here on Didway. That's at some point I'd like to see maybe throw a little deep ball to him.
It's going to be a bubble screen to Bennett Leslie.
The same play
makes
they
the catch,
scored.
got a lot of running room here. Spins, hit the circle button at about the 25-yard line, close to another first down for the Black Diamonds.
That's the same play they ran when they scored, just to the other side. And like I said, Caden Bailey, he could probably throw that bubble screen in his sleep. I mean, they work on that all the time. Yep.
So it's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down. 3rd and 2. Definite 4th down territory. We've got nobody.
There is nobody on the inside receiver. Bennett. Okay, there we go.
Hand out to Williams.
Oh, big
Plenty
hole.
of running room. Easy first down inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line.
Here's where I think, it's on the left hash, but maybe do the trips to the right, isolate Didway on the left, maybe throw a little fade, little back shoulder throw. That's the new thing now is those back shoulder throws. You see everybody running those. when you got somebody with as much size advantage.
All he's got to do is post up.
That's all he's got to do is just be a post player in basketball and call for the ball.
1st and 10, ball at the 16-yard line.
They got a 7-yard cushion on Didway out there. There's motion man.
It's going to be Marcus Murray again on the end around. Able to break the tackle inside the 10, 5, into the end zone. Black Diamond touchdown. Once again, Marcus Murray.
Same play, other side.
Showing his moves.
Coach Lutmer obviously has found something there, and they're executing so good tonight, so well. Good to see. It's fun to see these. That's how they can play. We know that they have that ability to execute like they do, and it really, honestly, it doesn't matter who you're playing. Is if you execute like that, you'll move the ball, and so it's just good to see that they're moving the ball tonight.
Kasner's extra point is good. 21-0. Black Diamonds on top. 1:23 remaining in the first. We'll be right back from Mix TV, Channel 19.
I love this building. I mean, why would you tear down history? Let's make it more modern, but yet leave the history and the structure as it is. So I called Buzz, and we did a walk around, and it was he came back with a great bid, and what you're seeing today is what we put together. They did such a great job. Always took care of me. Always made me feel welcome. They have stability and they have a reputation, and I would highly recommend them.
Did you know that my mom's a superhero? Really? Yeah, when a tornado hits, they call my mom to come help. She races to the scene with her team, and they use their powers to help everyone get their things fixed. Whoa!
Everything okay with your friend back there?
Yeah, he's just never seen a superhero before.
Ask Shelter Agent Randall Baker about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
And we're back. Castor said to kick off. It's going to be a pooch kick right down, or on the left hash this time. We're fielded at the 27. Kind of dances around. Is going to cross the 30 down to the 33, 35-yard line.
So that'll be Tulsa Rogers' best field position of the night.
Rogers will have it. 1st down and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
I don't see the play clocks working. Matt, I was just trying to look up and see how much time they had to get a play off.
I heard them discussing it before the game. The referee said he'll call it from down there. It's going to be the final timeout here used from the Rogers Ropers in the first quarter.
Didn't like what they saw out there. Got those timeouts used pretty quick. Hopefully that won't have to come back and really matter at all. But it's kind of odd to see a coach take the first 3 timeouts in the first quarter.
See, we're going to do some Charlie's Chicken trivia question for the night. Who holds the record for most tackles in a single game for the Black Diamonds? And it's not you, Chris.
No, it's definitely not me. I don't know.
I would have some guesses.
Derek
would be the first person I would think of.
I know Jared Cassidy had a lot of tackles in his career, but I don't know if he had the record for the most in a game. He may.
I know. I played with Mitch Oliver, and he had a bunch.
It's funny how we always think about the guys we played with.
Yeah.
Reverse. There it is. I got that.
The big
no. Sorry about that, guys. We went to they faked their camera guys out up there. But that was Big Micah Fields. It's a big tight end we were talking about.
He's too big to not give him the ball more.
Yep.
But he's walking a little gingerly, so I don't know if maybe he's banged up a little bit or what.
I didn't know if our camera guy saw something I didn't, because I was watching. I was like, oh no, he got the ball, and then nope, reverse was right.
So 2nd and 5.
Their best play offensively, and that's what they may have to do. They may have to start trying to do some trickery.
Uh-oh.
Nobody saw that, did they?
We should have guessed that one anyways.
Why didn't we? Yeah.
We'll pretend like y'all did not see that.
We'll come back to it later.
Since Christian did that, you can call in with your answer, and Christian will buy you Charlie's Chicken.
Charlie's Chicken on Christian.
That's a lot of tackles.
That was a lot of tackles. Well, I didn't look enough at the game. I'd like to see the game, see what that game was. It was a 98. We'll talk about it later. Into the first.
So that will do it for the first quarter. Excellent first quarter for the Black Diamonds. Up 21-0 on the Rogers Ropers, looking for their first victory of the season. We'll be right back with your second quarter. Mix TV, Channel 19.
Peters Agency in Sallisaw provides case management, home health, provider care, and hospice services. Hospice provides end-of-life care to the terminally ill of all ages. Skilled nurses, certified aides, and other hospice team members make scheduled visits to the patient whether they reside at home, in an assisted or independent living center, or nursing home. Peters Agency is one of only 4 hospice agencies in the state of Oklahoma to be nationally accredited by the Accreditation Commission for Healthcare.
Care with prayer changes things.
Local news, local events. Mix TV Channel 19. Holly Borman. Justin Pettit. Local stories that matter. On the scene. News stories happening around you. Tune in each weekday at 6:30 and 9:30. Mix TV Channel 19.
And we're back. Third down and short here for the Ropers. Looking for, is it their first? Looking for their first down?
Yeah, first down of the game.
Drops back to pass. Good pursuit by the Diamonds. Drew Didway, short dump pass is complete. It's going to be close to a first down, depending on the spot, about the 40, 44, 45-yard line.
Good job.
They're going to mark it a little short at the 44. You got to go for it here.
I think so. Trenton Jones and Josh Wiley in there on that tackle, stopping them short here. And, I think they're going to go for it. I mean, they're not giving up any field position, really.
No, not when you look at what the Black Diamonds have
they've
done.
Started.
And they
I think they stopped them.
It depends on where that
all
mark,
be on the spot.
Yeah.
No, they're going to go ahead and give it to them.
So the first down of the game for the Ropers, it's Elijah Kemp.
The line judge didn't even give the head referee a chance to come in and look. He's like, yeah, you move it forward.
First and 10, ball at the 45-yard line for the Ropers. Going to be pistol set. 4 wide, man in motion. Going to run the double reverse fumble.
We're on.
Black Diamonds pick it up. That's 72.
Cody
Deal on the fumble recovery.
Nice job, defense.
I can't say I do like the play call.
No, I mean that's what they're going to have to try and do, to keep Sallisaw off balance and kind of, get some misdirection going. But Diamonds did a good job disrupting that in the backfield, causing that fumble, and Cody Deal was right there to jump on it. So great job. And while we're kind of changing over here, we'll do some first quarter stats. Mr. Bobby Qualls is busy tonight in the first quarter. Caden Bailey was 3 of 3 passing for 31 yards and a touchdown, which is, really good to see from him, be able to come out and complete the passes they're asking you to complete. It's a nice job there.
First and 10, Diamonds off the turnover. Going to fake the handoff. Bailey's going to keep it. He's going to be brought down immediately in the backfield, led by number 55, Jermaine Moore. And
Hunter Williams in that first quarter had 6 rushes for 67 yards. Marcus Murray had 3 rushes, 39 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then your defensive leaders right now is number 72, Cody Dill, 2 tackles and a fumble recovery. Fumble recovery I went ahead and gave him, even though it was in the second quarter. I went ahead and put that down as a first quarter stat. So thank you to Mr. Bobby Qualls for those first quarter stats, and he'll keep us up to date as we go along here.
Second down and 11. Drops back to pass. Quick catch to Didway. It's in and out of the hands.
Tried to turn
and run.
Before he caught it.
Secured the ball.
Good throw. was there. The play was there. You just got to catch it before you run. He wants to catch that and run so hard.
One thing I do like on that from Didway, who was a quarterback all offseason and the beginning of the year, he did not let that get to his body. He was trying to use his hands.
Yep.
The only issue was his head started turning before he even could secure the ball and tuck it, but I like what he's doing.
He caught it in his mind before he actually caught it on the field.
Very philosophical.
Thank you.
3rd down and 11. First third long of the game, and he is going to be hammered in the backfield by Micah Fields.
That's the first time tonight that you've seen, the effects of your senior left tackle not being in there. Micah Fields, very athletic defensive end, got around Cody and got to Caden Bailey. So there's something to work on. I know Caden's probably going, golly, I hadn't been hit yet tonight and thought I was going to get away scot-free. But
this will be the first punt of the game for Adrian Ramirez. Be a good test from him, from the 46.
Yeah, see if we get some bounces on this turf.
He's going to take a Roper bounce to the 26-yard line.
He must have all kinds of English on that ball when he kicks it. We cannot get a bounce.
Ladies and gentlemen, good sportsmanship is learned, practiced, and executed. Respect for the opponent, spectators, coaches, and officials.
First time, Matt, it's nice to see the first time tonight that the coaching staff at Sallisaw, some of them are wearing jackets. That's the way fall football should be.
Yes, as we said in the opening, nice, chilly, overcast day. 67 degrees right now currently.
It rained on us a little bit on the way up here.
So 1st and 10 Ropers. Fumble on their last possession. They're going to try fake the reverse quarterback keeper. Nice little move there inside to get inside the defender. And he's nearly stripped.
You could see him going for the ball.
And he wants us to know that it is a first down, but it is not a first down.
Not quite. Close.
2nd down and 1 for the Ropers.
That's the reason I never did any of that stuff, because I
you don't ever want to be wrong.
In his mind, he ran that thing 30 yards.
Well, he just about did.
Yeah, you run sideways more than you run up in north and south. It feels like you had a lot more yards than you did.
2nd down and 1. Roper's on the near hash. Low snap, picks it up.
Nice job.
He's going to be hitting the backfield. He's going to lose a couple on the play. That looks like Jack Glander and Brody Nicholson. Excellent pressure by the defensive line all game. It's been in the backfield almost every time.
And that's been the key, I think, defensively early is you're disrupting their timing, and you've talked about this in the last couple of weeks. Offensively, especially when you're running an offense like these teams are running these days, is timing is everything. And if you can disrupt that at all, you're going to have a shot to have a pretty successful night. So far, the Diamond defense is showing that.
It's going to be a reverse to number 10. Got some running room. Biggest gain of the day for the Ropers. It's going to be a 13-yard pickup and another first down. It'll be their 2nd first down of the game.
There's the Tulsa skyline tonight. Pretty
we're
skyline.
Not used to seeing that kind of backdrop in our high school games.
And I tell you, when you go down to One Oak Field, that's the view that I always try to get. I sit on that third base side so I can look back across the skyline. So really pretty night out here. Oh, fumble. Bad snap.
Kemp's able to jump back on it.
You talk about disrupting timing. That's the low snaps are the worst for a quarterback as far as timing goes. We don't want to have to bend over any more than we have to, right?
So the Ropers started to get a little momentum here. Then they have a play like that sets them back, and they had a 13-yard pickup we talked about earlier on a 1st and 20 for the Black Diamonds. Well, they had some big plays, and
Right.
that really wasn't insurmountable. But right now, for the Ropers, you have one play of over 10 yards and another fumbled snap. It's going to set the timing off. You can only do so much. And he's pursued pretty heavily by that Black Diamond defense. Aubrey Henshaw looks like Trenton Jones over there as well. So he's going to pick up a few yards, but it's going to be 3rd and long.
Let's see what Rogers dials up here on 3rd and long. Biggest thing for them right now is they need to get that snap down.
Elijah Kemp, a quarterback, man in motion again.
He'll throw the football.
He's going to throw it deep. Aubrey Henshaw with the excellent coverage had his man beat on the route, so it's going to bring up 4th down and long. You notice something, they're motioning that receiver almost every play, but that time they snapped the ball when he was not even past the tackle.
Right,
He wasn't even to the center yet.
Gave him really no chance.
So really, his purpose, I don't know what it would be on that play because he's not even in the play.
He's not going to be there to block at all.
No. So it's going to be 4th and long, 4th and about 16 here for the Ropers. 5:43 remaining in the first half. Black Diamonds on top, 21-0. Punts away. A little better punt this time.
That's best punt of the night so far.
It's going to be Henshaw's taking it on the hop. He's got some room to run. He's going to cross midfield.
Oh, he
fumbles the football. Oh. And it's going to be recovered by
I think it's still loose.
The Ropers had a man down there, but I'm not sure he was able to secure it. And he does have it right there coming off the field. So Black Diamonds are going to turn it over. It's not what you want there. A turnover's not, but it doesn't kill you because you put it's back at the 30-yard line.
Right.
But you definitely don't want to see turnovers, especially in this game right now.
No, I think that's what Coach Bethel and the coaching staff will probably talk about to Marcus is, hey, we're still working on something.
So that's the first turnover for the Black Diamonds. Each team one turnover on the night. Black Diamonds were not able to capitalize on the fumble recovery from the Ropers earlier. So we'll see what they're able to do here.
Who was that returned that kick? Was that
Aubrey Henshaw?
That was Henshaw, okay.
Handoff, he's going the wrong direction. We'll see if the Diamonds are able to get him back there, and they are. So a good way to combat that momentum here for the Black Diamonds is put them in a 7-yard deficit.
Big play for a loss.
Or it's going to be more than 7.
But no, I think going back to that punt return, you like the aggressiveness. You like the fact that he got the ball and he took off. But you just want to work on securing it because even though you're up 21-0 in the second quarter here, you're still working on things. And you never know when that's going to come back later on in the season, and you're going to need a big punt return. So I say no harm, no foul. Good effort.
So 2nd down and long, 4:42 remaining in the half. Remember, Ropers have no timeouts left as they used them all in the first quarter. It's been a quick first quarter after the 3 quick touchdowns for the Black Diamonds on the opening quarter.
Right.
Or excuse me, a quick second quarter. So man in motion again. It's going to be another fumble snap. We had a man jump in there, but I'm not sure he was able to get there in time. So it's going to be 3rd and long. So it looks like, that fumble won't come back to really hurt the Black Diamonds. They're only going to lose time.
Right, yeah. You lose a possession. You lose an opportunity to go out and work on an offense, but that's football.
Third and 21 inside 4 minutes to go in the half.
Stay home if you're the Black Diamond defense. Don't let any razzle-dazzle fool you here.
Good pressure. He's going to chunk one up in the air. It's going to be
almost
dropped by Bailey.
There's a flag, yeah. Late hit there. Cade Bailey getting hit even when he's on defense.
So that's just going to give the Diamonds better field position on the punt return.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that McDonald's replay on that coverage if we can. Christian, get an idea of what we're talking about. The last 3 third downs, the Rogers quarterback has just thrown it as far as he can. He rolls out to his right here. He's getting pressure. There's a blitz up the middle. And then you see the almost interception, and then there, it's uncalled for, just a late hit.
Personal foul brings the ball way back. It is third.
We want to remind you guys, stay up with everything local. Catch our evening newscast with Holly and Justin each weekday at 6:30 and 9:30.
Looks like they did accept that penalty, and they're going to get back him up 4th and 31.
Set in his own end zone. Was able to get the punt away, barely. Low kick. It's going to be Murray wanted it, but it took a weird bounce out to the sideline, so really not a bad punt from out of his end zone.
I think that's as good as you can expect him to do out of that situation.
43-yard line. Hey, if you don't have DiamondNet but still want to watch the game live, make sure and go to our Facebook page or our website at kxmx.com, or you can always pull up the Mix app. Just download it, click on the menu in the top left corner, and click on Mix TV Live.
For all you Texas fans out there, the
Well, we'll go
Longhorns.
to our McDonald's scoreboard.
Is that a McDonald's? Is that part of the McDonald's
scoreboard? It's going to be college and NFL tonight.
Right, because there's no is there any other high school games tonight?
Couple 6A games,
Couple 6A games. It's weird to play on Thursday.
We're going to tease everybody the score and not say it. Nice pass and completion to Aubrey Henshaw inside the 20-yard line. Good rollout pass from Bailey. That's the first time we've seen him roll out and really get a good show his arm straight. Right, that was a good pass.
And on this McDonald's replay, you'll see this is something they couldn't do a whole lot of last week because of that rush you talked about. He's able to get outside the pocket, really turn his shoulders, and show that arm strength and put it right on the money in a tight window. And a great job run after the catch by Henshaw to get what he can down inside the 20. So, yeah, great play all the way around. That's something we didn't see a lot of last week because of the pressure, but that's what they have the ability to do.
So 1st and 10, 3:12 remaining in the half. Bailey's going to throw the bubble screen to Murray this time.
Get upfield. Get what you can. Good.
Does a little dancing around. Get to the close to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
I actually saw that time, Matt. Caden Bailey did have his eyes closed when he threw that bubble screen. He can throw it in his sleep.
Second down. Black Diamonds looking to go up 4 scores right here against the Ropers. Handoff goes to Williams. Finds a little crease in there. It's going to be close to the first down. To complete your McDonald's scoreboard, Texas on top of Iowa State tonight, 7-0.
McDonald's scoreboard,
early
college
quarter.
style.
Packers on top of the Bears, 14-0.
Should be a pretty good football game between Texas and Iowa State tonight, you would think.
Mm-hmm.
Always tough to play in Ames. Ask any Oklahoma State fan. Oh, no.
A fumbled snap, and the Rogers Ropers are able to fall on the football. The Diamonds turn it over once again. Back-to-back possessions, or at least back-to-back drives here for the Black Diamonds. Putting the ball on the turf, so 2 turnovers. We know Coach Bethel's not going to be happy about that, even up 21-0.
Not at all, and that's one of those things. I mean, you're up 21-0. You got the football game well in hand here, almost halftime, but you still you want to see your offense get better each week, each series, each drive, and to turn it over like that, 2 times in a row to give them possessions again. They're definitely going to not be happy about that. In the
you want to
room.
use these opportunities you have to clean up some things in your game,
right?
To perfect it during district play. I mean, it's where it's what matters now. Everything's a conference game from here on out.
Oh,
so
safety. Oh,
nice job by the Black Diamonds, number 17, Traylon Quarles on the carry, 5'5", 130.
Scat back.
He scattered out of the end zone.
Scattered out of the end zone. He was close to getting stopped there for a safety.
So 2nd and long here for the Ropers. Carry up the middle is going to get a short gain, kind of get them out of the end zone here. And the Black Diamonds will take a timeout. 44 seconds left, trying to get the ball back, get some points on the board before halftime. So we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back for the end of your first half. This is Mix TV Channel 19.
At Sallisaw Lumber, we are more than just a lumber yard. We are your full-service lumber company, hardware store, and appliance and flooring center all in one. If you don't find what you need, we'll order it for you. Our guys are standing at the counter ready to wait on you. And if you can't take it with you, we can deliver it to you for only $10. At Sallisaw Lumber, we've not forgot about good customer service. Sallisaw Lumber saves you time, saves you money.
And we're back. 3rd down and long here for the Ropers. 45 seconds to go in the first half. 21-0. Black Diamonds on top. Use their 2nd timeout of the half, trying to get the ball back one more time with some good field position to get some points on the board. Try to get a four-score lead here going into halftime. Turned it over on back-to-back possessions, so we know there'll be a little frustration going on at halftime. You know, even though you're up big, you still, like we said, you want to correct these mistakes, correct these little things. Especially in a game like this, you really want to win that turnover battle.
Well, you need to be clean. You need to play a clean game from start to finish. You know, against a team that you are going to be able to beat and kind of do what you want and have your way with. You still want to be clean and look good doing it. So definitely need to work on that, and I'm sure they'll address that in the locker room.
3rd down and 14. Man in motion. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Going to pick up maybe a yard on the play. Finally wrestled down by nearly the entire defense of the Black Diamonds, minus Marcus Murray.
A plethora.
That'll be the final timeout for the Black Diamonds. 36 seconds to go, so get a little time here to try to get some points on the board, or maybe give Castor a chance to
at a long field goal, maybe, or get a big play downfield. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that you throw out of we're not going to try this, we're not going to do this. Work on what you can.
We're going to get the answer once again to your Charlie's Chicken Trivia. Who holds the record for most tackles in a single game?
Everyone should get this.
Surprise, Josh Holman, 23 tackles back in 1997, 20 years ago.
Don't say that. God.
20 years ago.
Golly.
You run that team.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't say that. Don't say 20 years ago. I was on that team.
I was just like 4th grade. So
beast of a football player was Josh Holman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me tell you. When I was a freshman, we suited out for the varsity, and we practiced with them, and I played scout team safety, and was introduced to Mr. Josh Holman quite often. Going live was probably the worst thing you ever wanted to hear as a scout team freshman with Holman in the backfield.
He did. I got some I guess a tip from Josh the other day on our broadcast. I guess his cousin, I think he's related to Caden Bailey.
Yeah.
Told us to make sure and take it easy on him. Nice.
That hit us. They can't advance that. They can't advance that, but that.
We need to check. We're going to need to check that McDonald's replay.
Yeah, we'll look at that again. But I think it did hit one of our players. Short kick. You know, you're running down trying to set up a return. Let's see who it hits here if we can see. I think it's going to be, it's going to be Connor.
Right off his arm.
They can't advance that ball, but.
And that'll probably take us in. I would assume that would take us into halftime. No timeouts for the Ropers.
Definitely some mistakes that you want to clean up here. I mean,
it's been a rough second half, or second quarter.
It has. I mean, he scored 21 points in back-to-back possessions in the first quarter, and he looked good doing it. Defensively, he looked good. And then the second quarter, he got a little sloppy. So they're going to go ahead and run a play here.
He's going to pick up about 2.
Don't think the clock started at all during that play. Still hadn't started. Still hadn't started. We'll get that clock going here shortly. And there we go. That was probably – we should probably be at halftime right now, but – couldn't get the clock going. That will take us to halftime.
Try to get that ball out.
He looks like he was trying to throw it, wasn't he?
Well, nice little momentum shifter maybe going into halftime here after the 3 turnovers the Black Diamonds had. So we'll go into halftime. Black Diamonds on top, 21-0. We'll be right back after this commercial break with your halftime show.
Losing a loved one can be a devastating experience. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home has been caring for families for more than 100 years. We have 8 licensed funeral directors, 4 pre-arrangement counselors, and 3 locations in Sequoyah County.
When my mother passed away, I called Agent Mallory Martin, and they handled every request and took care of every detail.
Remember, it doesn't cost more to call the best. Let our family serve your family.
New at McDonald's, a slushie sensation. McDonald's Minute Maid slushies in 3 refreshing flavors.
Keep cool this summer with your choice of cherry limeade, orangeade, or fruit punch.
At Charlie's Chicken, you can expect a delicious variety of freshly fried chicken complemented by over 10 home-style side options, along with delicious desserts. Enjoy daily specials or a signature combo meal like Charlie's famous chicken chunks. Still want more? Their lunch and evening buffets are served 7 days a week and filled with all your favorites. For those on the go, drop by Charlie's drive-thru window and ask about catering too. Warning, chicken's so good, it'll knock your socks off. Charlie's Chicken in Sallisaw, 720 West Cherokee Avenue.
Mix TV Channel 19, your home for Black Diamond Sports.
You're watching Sallisaw's Mix TV, Channel 19.
In Sallisaw, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Shannon Van for your insurance and financial needs.
Do you know all the benefits of being a AAA member, like the discounts on insurance for home and auto, great rates on life insurance, or the emergency roadside service that pays for your membership if you only use it once? And AAA can save you up to $600 per year on insurance if your teen completes AAA's parent-taught driver's education program. If you like to be treated like a person and not just a number, then see Misty Bailey, your local AAA insurance agent.
At Diamond Express, we offer quality fuel at a premium price, ice cold beverages, snacks, and lottery tickets. But the great deals don't stop there. We are the perfect spot for hot homemade breakfast, a full plate for only $2.99. On that busy lunch break, stop by and grab a meal from our deli. Choose from hamburgers, corn dogs, burritos, and our hand-breaded chicken tenders. Our brand new rewards program saves you money with a sign-up bonus, a birthday bonus, and so much more. Diamond Express, 712 South Kerr Boulevard in Sallisaw.
Looking for an authentic Mexican restaurant that is both affordable and delicious? Then look no further. El Toro's Mexican Restaurant in Sallisaw and Muldrow serves the best original Mexican food around. Be it lunch or dinner, you'll think you're in Mexico. with El Toro's hot tamales, crunchy tacos, delicious burritos, homemade salsa, and mouth-watering dinner platters baked with fresh ingredients and original spices every day. In Sallisaw, 2610 East Cherokee Avenue, and in Muldrow on West Chantel Smith Boulevard, open 7 days a week.
On a starless Wednesday night, disaster strikes. The call goes out and shelter insurance is on the way. Disaster is helpless against shelter's awesome powers.
Oh, you're working on Mom's comic book.
It's a graphic novel, Dad.
Okay. The superhero's home and she's got pizza?
Yes!
Find your insurance superhero at shelterinsurance.com.
You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See Randall Baker for details.
They were there when you took your first steps. They taught you how to ride a bike. They saved and put you through college. Your parents, they cared for you your entire life. Now is the time to ensure their finances are protected and well-being in order. Call the law offices of Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill.
For elder law and Medicaid asset protection, call Jeff Edwards at Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill. Your lawyers for life.
Forever Memories Funeral Services offers local ownership with deep roots in the community and a caring staff dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities. We provide ceremonies uniquely designed to celebrate the life journey of your loved one. We welcome you to take advantage of all our services, including pre-planning and grief counseling. Forever Memories Funeral Services, bringing family and friends together in a time of loss.
Join the winning team with Gray Brothers and Kubota with preseason kickoff pricing like a Kubota M135 GHDTC coupled with Land Pride's RC3615 rotary cutter to make acres of cleaning up a cinch. Or for the ultimate riding mower experience, try our all-new Kubota Z700 series mowers and get 0% financing for 48 months. Plus, the all-new Kubota BB 4160 and 4180 hay balers are in stock. Get your Kubota preseason kickoff pricing today at Gray Brothers Equipment.
You're watching Black Diamond Football on Mix TV.
A to Z Variety in Fort Smith, Arkansas, your one stop for endless options for home decor, furnishings, and more. Shop our wide selection of area rugs, curtains, beds, sofas, mattresses, dining tables, and much, much more. Grab a gift or two while you're here, and don't forget to check out our selection of gifts, apparel, and accessories. A to Z Variety Store, 479-434-5620. Come see us just off Garrison Avenue in Fort Smith.
At Kiki's Country Kitchen, located just west of Sallisaw on Highway 64, enjoy breakfast anytime, along with daily lunch specials, which include chicken fried steak, smoked brisket, fish and chips, and our epic chili cheeseburger. Enjoy generous portions at great prices. Kiki's is open 7 days a week and always has a great selection of made-from-scratch pies and cakes. Check us out on Facebook or come and see us, 3301 West Cherokee in Sallisaw. Kiki's Country Kitchen.
Greenleaf Properties, offering the ultimate in personal, professional, friendly service in real estate to the residents in and around Sequoyah County. From our state-of-the-art website to our service that makes clients feel welcome, confident, and appreciated in one of life's major financial decisions. Visit us online at greenleafprop.com or come by our office anytime, located at 721 West Cherokee in Sallisaw.
Come home to Greenleaf Properties, where the customer always comes first.
I love this building. I mean, why would you tear down history? Let's make it more modern, but yet leave the history and the structure as it is. So I called Buzz, and we did a walk around, and it was he came back with a great bid, and what you're seeing today is what we put together. They did such a great job, always took care of me, always made me feel welcome. They have stability and they have a reputation, and I would highly recommend them.
Did you know that my mom's a superhero? Really? Yeah, when a tornado hits, they call my mom to come help. She races to the scene with her team, and they use their powers to help everyone get their things fixed.
Whoa! Everything okay with your friend back there?
Yeah, he's just never seen a superhero before.
Ask Shelter Agent Randall Baker about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
And we're here halftime, S.E. Williams Stadium. Black Diamonds on top of the Rogers Ropers, 21-0. Chris, it's 21-0, but it feels like it should be 35-42-0.
Yeah.
Some turnovers late. Really a rough second quarter for the Black Diamonds.
It was. And, you came out, you started the game so well. You go up 3 scores. First 3 possessions, you score. You did it with ease. Offense did a great job.
Line was making huge holes, easy to run through.
They were executing their offense the best we've seen them execute all year. And they put up three quick touchdowns. And then the second quarter, it was almost like they were their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Where just turnovers plagued you. You had Sallisaw had 3 turnovers in a row on a fumble on the punt return, and then a fumbled snap, and then a
we say turnovers, and you're going to go down the stat line. That's turnovers, but 2 of them were on the punt return.
Right, but I think what the coaches will probably talk about in the locker room, guys, is as they go forward in this season, those are missed possessions by the offense. And so when your offense is clicking along like they were in the first quarter, the last thing you want to do is do things, make mistakes like that cause your offense to not get to go out on the field and execute like they've been executing.
And they're fortunate they're up 21-0 at this point, and Rogers really hasn't been a threat on offense.
No.
And not to say that they won't. They may bust a play here and be a ball game again. But right now you can overcome those.
Right.
But you're right. You
and
need to clean that up
that's the biggest thing you have to worry about with this Rogers team is their, maybe their big playability where they can bust a big play. And if you can't score, 21 points, you want to think is enough, but you just don't know. And you just don't know. And so they need to come out in the second half. They need to, correct those mistakes. And just keep playing the way that they've played all night. Defensively, I'm not worried about. They're going to be able.
Defense has been in the backfield all night tonight. Defensive line has played great.
They have. It doesn't look like Tulsa Rogers is going to be able to put together a drive on the Sallisaw defense at all. But you want to get enough cushion to where if they do run a kickback or get behind you, and that they've shown the ability to throw the ball deep. It's just they haven't had anybody open. So it's
and it's looked like he's getting pressured so hard. He's just throwing it. I'm not sure he's even looking at anybody.
Right.
He's just throwing the ball up.
But no, I think when you look back to the keys of the game that we talked about in the pregame, and then they've done it all. They started fast. They played fundamental football that first quarter. The one thing they need to do is limit those mistakes here going forward in the second quarter. They're going to be fine. I mean, they look great. It's one of the better first quarters I've seen a Sallisaw team play in a while. So that was a good sign.
You're right, and it was. And they need to continue doing that, have a third quarter like they had their first quarter, clean some things up for the next few games, let some guys get in there that haven't got to play yet.
Right.
You never know when they're going to be needed, especially in district play.
Work on your depth, and you and I talked about that a little bit ago, is you use this game as a practice in the second half really to kind of just make sure that you are fine-tuning everything that you need to fine-tune, because next week Broken Bow Homecoming is not going to be – it's going to be a lot tougher challenge, I think.
It's going to be a little different.
It'll be a little different. So you want to use this opportunity to really put together a string of good plays and positive things. So I've got some
stats.
Yeah, first half stats brought to you by Mr. Bobby Qualls. Offensively, Caden Bailey was 5 of 6 passing for 67 yards and a touchdown. Other than the fumbled snap, he did a great job of taking care of the ball.
And his one incompletion was a throw right in the numbers of Drew
right,
Midway.
That was a drop, and Drew will catch those 9 times out of 10. That one time he just tried to take off running. Hunter Williams has 7 rushes for 71 yards. Murray has 3 rushes, 39 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and 1 reception for 6 yards. Leslie, 2 receptions, 22 yards, and a touchdown. So you have 2 rushing touchdowns, and then the touchdown pass. So spreading the ball out, kind of doing what you need to do offensively. Defensively, Jones is the leading tackler with 6 tackles, and then Dill has 3 tackles, and then that fumble recovery on the good defensive play on the reverse. So
absolutely. Well, let's see if we can get it cleaned up. I'm sure the coaches are working on that at halftime right now, kind of getting, maybe the players weren't taking this seriously. They did come out hot.
Right.
They come out and they looked really good. Defense has played great the entire game.
Right.
So we'll see what the offense does coming out, secure the ball. Let's give them away. Let's just get home with a victory.
One of those in the second half, you don't let up. You keep going. Coach Lutmer, as he was walking out a while ago, he said, "Hey, we can't be our own worst enemy in district play." So something they need to correct and clean up, and I have full confidence that they'll do that.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with your second half kickoff. This is Matt and Chris from Mix TV Channel 19.
Peters Agency in Sallisaw provides case management, home health, provider care, and hospice services. Hospice provides end-of-life care to the terminally ill of all ages. Skilled nurses, certified aides, and other hospice team members make scheduled visits to the patient whether they reside at home, in an assisted or independent living center, or nursing home. Peters Agency is one of only 4 hospice agencies in the state of Oklahoma to be nationally accredited by the Accreditation Commission for Healthcare.
Care with prayer changes things.
Local news, local events. Mix TV Channel 19. Holly Borman. Justin Bennett. Local stories that matter. On the scene. News stories happening around you. Tune in each weekday at 6:30 and 9:30. Mix TV Channel 19.
At Sallisaw Lumber, we are more than just a lumber yard. We are your full-service lumber company, hardware store, and appliance and flooring center all in one. If you don't find what you need, we'll order it for you. Our guys are standing at the counter ready to wait on you. And if you can't take it with you, we can deliver it to you for only $10. At Sallisaw Lumber, we've not forgot about good customer service. Sallisaw Lumber saves you time, saves you money.
Losing a loved one can be a devastating experience. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home has been caring for families for more than 100 years. We have 8 licensed funeral directors, 4 pre-arrangement counselors, and 3 locations in Sequoyah County.
When my mother passed away, I called Agent Mallory Martin, and they handled every request and took care of every detail.
Remember, it doesn't cost more to call the best. Let our family serve your family.
New at McDonald's, a slushy sensation. McDonald's Minute Maid slushies in 3 refreshing flavors.
Keep cool this summer with your choice of cherry limeade, orangeade, or fruit punch.
At Charlie's Chicken, you can expect a delicious variety of freshly fried chicken complemented by over 10 home-style side options along with delicious desserts. Enjoy daily specials or a signature combo meal like Charlie's famous chicken chunks. Still want more? Their lunch and evening buffets are served 7 days a week and filled with all your favorites. For those on the go, drop by Charlie's drive-thru window and ask about catering too. Warning, chicken's so good, it'll knock your socks off. Charlie's Chicken in Sallisaw, 720 West Cherokee Avenue.
Mix TV Channel 19, your home for Black Diamond Sports.
You're watching Sallisaw's Mix TV, Channel 19.
In Sallisaw, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Shannon Van for your insurance and financial needs.
Do you know all the benefits of being a AAA member, like the discounts on insurance for home and auto, great rates on life insurance, or the emergency roadside service that pays for your membership if you only use it once? And AAA can save you up to $600 per year on insurance if your teen completes AAA's parent-taught driver's education program. If you like to be treated like a person and not just a number, then see Misty Bailey, your local AAA insurance agent.
At Diamond Express, we offer quality fuel at a premium price, ice-cold beverages, snacks, and lottery tickets. But the great deals don't stop there. We are the perfect spot for hot homemade breakfast, a full plate for only $2.99. On that busy lunch break, stop by and grab a meal from our deli. Choose from hamburgers, corn dogs, burritos, and our hand-breaded chicken tenders. Our brand new rewards program saves you money with a sign-up bonus, a birthday bonus, and so much more. Diamond Express, 712 South Curve Boulevard in Sallisaw.
Looking for an authentic Mexican restaurant that is both affordable and delicious? Then look no further. El Toro's Mexican Restaurant in Sallisaw and Muldrow serves the best original Mexican food around. Be it lunch or dinner, you'll think you're in Mexico. With El Toro's hot tamales, crunchy tacos, delicious burritos, homemade salsa, and mouth-watering dinner platters made with fresh ingredients and original spices every day. In Sallisaw, 2610 East Cherokee Avenue, and in Muldrow on West Chantel Smith Boulevard, open 7 days a week.
On a starless Wednesday night, disaster strikes. The call goes out and Shelter Insurance is on the way. Disaster is helpless against Shelter's awesome powers.
Oh, you're working on Mom's comic book.
It's the graphic novel, Dad.
Okay. The superhero's home and she's got pizza?
Yes!
Find your insurance superhero at shelterinsurance.com.
You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See Randall Baker for details.
They were there when you took your first steps. They taught you how to ride a bike. They saved and put you through college. Your parents, they cared for you your entire life. Now is the time to ensure their finances are protected and well-being in order. Call the law offices of Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill.
For elder law and Medicaid asset protection, call Jeff Edwards at Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill. Your lawyers for life.
Forever Memories Funeral Services offers local ownership with deep roots in the community and a caring staff dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities. We provide ceremonies uniquely designed to celebrate the life journey of your loved one. We welcome you to take advantage of all our services, including pre-planning and grief counseling. Forever Memories Funeral Services, bringing family and friends together in a time of loss.
Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, on the campus of Booker T. Washington High School. Black Diamonds on top of the Rogers Ropers, 21-0. Black Diamonds will kick off to open the second half. Castor's going to pooch it to the right side, about the 22-yard line. That's number 89 of the Ropers. We do not have a name on him, but he's going to go backwards and brought down. Going to be a generous spot on the forward progress.
Yeah, they gave him forward progress there.
26-yard line.
Looks like, if you'll notice tonight, Castor, he kicks that pooch punt to the, or that pooch kick to the right a little bit better than I think he does to the left. He gets a little bit deeper and pins him back a little bit.
Well, hopefully he'll get a few more chances to work on that tonight.
Yeah, that's the idea.
First and 10, 26-yard line. Man in motion, going to keep it up the middle. Is Elijah Kemp. Got a little running room here. He's going to go backwards to around the 29, 30-yard line. Trying to get some extra yardage. May have cost him a few.
Number 11 for a short run.
Looks like a couple of Sallisaw defenders on that play kind of got sucked into the middle, and Kemp did a good job bouncing it outside and getting what he could.
Second down and 6. Shotgun 4 wide for the Ropers. It's going to be a snap down to his feet. He wasn't paying attention, number one, but it was a bad snap, number 2.
Which can never be good.
Yeah, bad combination. It's going to be 3rd and 10. He's lucky to fall on it. I think the Black Diamonds got a head start trying to recover that. He was over there, and I've seen him several times try to get the motion man to come.
His motion guys his receivers aren't watching. He's trying to get them to get their attention, and then they snapped it on him that time.
So 3rd down and 10. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Good job of holding the guy there so the rest of his defense can come. Yeah. And that's Trenton Jones and Jason Nicholson and Jacob Brown, several diamonds on the play.
We'll take a look at the McDonald's replay, and we'll see Connor Daffin coming off the edge here on like a little stunt, little blitz off the edge, and put him right in the right spot. Just a hard rush, and there he is. Hold on tight. Let everybody come help. Good job.
Ball on the 24th and 16, 17 yards here for the Ropers. It's like Murray standing back to receive it about his own 47-yard line. Going to be a low, wobbly kick.
Get away from it.
It's going to be dead at about the 45 of the Ropers. So excellent starting field position. Kind of reminds you of the first quarter again.
Right.
So let's see if they can kind of repeat what they did.
Yeah, this is where the Diamonds offense has started most of the night, and so we'll try to put together a drive here. We got, we talked about being able that first quarter when they scored three touchdowns in a row. The possession was, the first possession, 6 plays, 52 yards, and that touchdown pass, then 50 yards and then 42 yards. So kind of looks like like you said, looks kind of very similar to that.
We'll see how it plays out. 1st and 10, Murray in motion. Going to hand off straight up the gut to Williams. Plenty of running room across the 30-yard line. Big pickup here on 1st down. So we are looking very similar here.
Yeah, no, that's how you want to, if you're Coach Lutmer and you're wanting to establish again kind of what you did in the first quarter, that's the way to do it. Come out there and run the ball up the middle, which is going to, hopefully help to kind of open up some things outside with Murray and some of your passing attempts. So
big pickup, 1st and 10 here for the Black Diamonds, 27-yard line. Drops back to pass, going to pump fake, throw it across the middle, got a man wide open. Caught
Does he get
close
in?
to the end zone. Touchdown, Diamonds. That's number 33, Mark Crawford.
Crawfish.
If I recall, that's the first catch of the year for Crawford.
So.
Wide open, right down the seam. Is a little underthrown. He's able to come back, kind of wait on the ball.
McDonald's replay is going to show you,
into the end zone.
Matt, Cade Bailey had an option. He had 2 people wide open. He had obviously Crawford running wide open down the middle. He also had Murray on the other side. You can see Murray here, number 14, is also wide open down the seam. So he picked which one he wanted to throw to and had a touchdown pass. So nice job.
Casters right through the uprights. 4 for 4 tonight. Juan Caster, 28-0 your score. Black Diamonds on top, 8:53 remaining in the third. We'll be right back from Mix TV, Channel 19.
Join the winning team with Gray Brothers and Kubota with preseason kickoff pricing like a Kubota M135 GHDTC coupled with Lynn Pride's RC3615 rotary cutter to make acres of cleaning up a cinch. Or for the ultimate riding mower experience, try our all-new Kubota Z700 series mowers and get 0% financing for 48 months. Plus, the all-new Kubota BV4160 and 4180 hay balers are in stock. Get your Kubota preseason kickoff pricing today at Gray Brothers Equipment.
And we're back. Caster getting ready to kick off. 28-0 your score. Black Diamonds kind of mirroring the first quarter. Score on their opening drive. 48 yards and what, four plays? 3 plays?
Yeah. 3 plays.
2 long runs and a
Cade Bailey's longest touchdown pass of the year.
It's not as he had that long touchdown pass to Stigler.
Yeah.
But this one in the air was the longest touchdown pass of the year. So
I'm glad to see he's starting to he looks like he feels more comfortable throwing the ball.
And he's, now is 6 of 7 tonight, well over 100 yards passing or close to it, and he really should be 7 of 7.
Right.
So good job. I say salute Coach Lutmer here on getting him comfortable, getting the short passes.
Live. Pick it up.
That's going to be close.
There we go. Nice job. That's the pooch kick idea, I guess.
And they've been close all night, and that happening. So they really capitalized there on the pooch kick and the ability of Caster to really place it in the right spot.
Perfect kick. Rogers didn't jump on it right away and gave Sallisaw a little bit of time to get down there and get it. So nice job there on the special teams plays.
But after, what I was saying when Caster rudely interrupted me with this
him
with
kicking
this
the kick.
pooch kick.
How dare he?
Lutmer's done a great job of getting him comfortable and getting him in situations on passes he can complete.
Right. Yep.
And they're open and they're short, quick, pretty much quick hitter passes, and he's been able to complete those and really kind of get into his zone tonight, and it's really big for this team. And now you get another one right here to Bennett Leslie on the perfect slant route. Nice throw and catch here from Bailey to Leslie. So just like I said, to keep him comfortable, 3-step drops.
Keep it simple, and it's a lot easier as a quarterback to get comfortable in the flow of the game when you're not having to run around, and run for your life every every play like he was last week. So, no, yeah, great job, Caden Bailey, getting used to getting comfortable in the offense and making some good throws tonight.
1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line for the Diamonds.
Good sidestep.
Hunter Williams on the carry. It's going to be brought down at the 11-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 6 for the Black Diamonds.
Nice job there by Hunter, seeing the hole, bouncing it outside.
Second down and 6, ball at the 11. 7:40 remaining in the third quarter. Black Diamonds already scored on their opening possession of the second half, looking to punch it in one more time on the botched kickoff return for the Ropers. There's going to be Hunter Williams going to be able to walk into the end zone for a Black Diamond touchdown. 34-0, pending the extra point. Hunter Williams on the touchdown, and he gets taken out by his own man in the end zone.
Hard as he's been hit tonight.
That's what happens when you celebrate with a player that's like 8 inches taller than you.
Nice job. Good to see him get a touchdown. Hadn't had one tonight, and nice job getting a touchdown. Good job.
34-0. Castor's 4 for 4 tonight on extra points. Every one of them right through the middle. See if he can do it again. And it is good. 35-0. Black Diamonds on top. 7:23 remaining in the third. We'll be right back from Mix TV, Channel 19.
You're watching Black Diamond Football on Mix TV.
A to Z Variety in Fort Smith, Arkansas, your one stop for endless options for home decor, furnishings, and more. Shop our wide selection of area rugs, curtains, beds, sofas, mattresses, dining tables, and much, much more. Grab a gift or two while you're here, and don't forget to check out our selection of gifts, apparel, and accessories. A to Z Variety Store, 479-434-5620. Come see us just off Garrison Avenue in Fort Smith.
And we're back 35-0. Black Diamonds on top, 7:23 remaining in the third. Castor ready to kick off again. Try to place this pooch kick kind of in no man's land again.
Yeah, last time he stole a possession from Tulsa by that pooch kick, so I'm sure they'll go right back to it. Somebody dropped a mouthpiece.
And here's a short kick to the 40.
Ball's alive.
It's picked up by the Diamonds.
Goes.
Nate Asbull with the recovery. It looked like nobody on the Ropers wanted any part of that kickoff.
To touch that ball.
And that's 2 for 2 for Castor. Got to find a stat column for that.
Let's take a look at that McDonald's replay and just watch as the ball comes down. Tulsa Rogers did not want to touch it. And
sure.
Nate just picked it up. He would have scored if you could advance this. He scores. Nobody's getting it.
He wanted no part of that. Number 11.
The quarterback.
Yeah, that is the quarterback for the Ropers. I'm not sure he knew quite what was going on.
I don't know. Good job though. That's
good awareness by Nate Asbull. Good kick by Juan Castor. So another possession here for the Black Diamonds. They got 3 taken away from them in the first half.
And they've get outside.
About to eclipse that now. There's Marcus Murray on the edge, tries to cut back. Maybe that turf may be a little hard for him to cut back on. I don't know what kind of cleats he's got on there, but he kind of did a little.
It kind of stuck.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to keep the clock moving, stayed in bounds. It's going to be 2nd down and 3.
For Sallisaw.
I say, what do you say, if they get a touchdown here, go up 42-0, start to go ahead and get your
right, but do you
younger guys in there?
Do you put Didway at quarterback, or do you bring in? I don't. I think Jace Nicholson is the third guy probably on the depth chart. You bring him and let him get some work, get some reps in.
He's going to carry the ball right here. going to be close to a first down to the 28-yard line.
You know, I don't know, man. Honestly,
you may get your young freshman in there to work a little bit.
Or you may just leave Caden in there and say, hey, this is.
You're right. And maybe I should have directed that towards other positions.
Right.
Let other guys get a chance because Caden probably at this point needs as many snaps as he can.
Get him as many snaps as he can get. The more plays he can run.
You know, he's close to being 8 for 8 tonight.
Yeah.
One throw and excellent quarterback rating.
Let's try to get that up to like 30 for 30. Right? You got it.
Yes, I got it. Most people watching probably got it. Handoff goes to Nicholson again. He gets the first down.
Good job getting the first down. Know what you have to get.
Down to the 24-yard line.
Results in the first down for Sallisaw. They'll have first down.
Man, this offensive line has really done a great job tonight. You think about those first three drives in the first quarter, and then so far here in the second half. I mean, the holes have just been, I think, big enough to where I could probably run through them. And then the pass blocking, you can't say enough about how much better the pass blocking's been tonight. Caden's had, plenty of time to throw, even though the routes have been a little quicker. They've just done a great job of keeping people off of him.
Well, it's going to be hard. Anytime you run a 3-step drop, hitch, slants, the bubble screens, it's going to be hard to get to him anyways. So being able to get him in that kind of rhythm,
right,
and continue to run those, whether you're playing the number one team or the bottom team,
right,
you're still going to be able to get those out. Now your coverages may be different,
right,
and your defenders may be a little closer, but he'll learn, he'll get better at it, and this helps him. This game's only going to help him.
I mean, it's
progress,
a confidence booster. Just seeing that, hey, the plays we run in practice can work. They can work. We just have to be able to execute, and they've executed, very well for the most part tonight. A couple of things you want to work on, but for the most part, I don't think you can.
Really, outside of ball control, there's not been a lot of issues. Second down and 8. Ball on the 24. He's going to throw one deep. Looks like he's throwing across the middle, and nobody home. I think some miscommunication between the wide receivers. It's going to be intercepted. And that's Elijah Kemp.
That's we were just talking about that. That's just something that, and he's Caden's talking to Bennett right now, and they're talking about. I thought you were going this way. I thought this was this way. I mean, that's just stuff that'll come, and you'll get better with more reps.
It's better to make this mistake now.
Do it now. Get it corrected. Get it figured out, so that doesn't happen again next week or going forward.
Because now on Sunday or Monday, whenever they watch film, they got something to look at in this situation, and they can go over the coverages, talk with the receiver, what was the miscommunication, what happened here. So,
and it's one of those things that Caden will get better at, knowing that pre-snap read, the safety was in the middle of the field. So, logic would tell you to throw away from the safety, and that's where Bennett Leslie went. And nice play.
Nice play, Jason Nicholson. Second down and 10 for the Ropers. Hand off to the back, off the right side. He's going to be brought down after about a pickup of 1 on the play.
Looks like defensively they've got, most of the starters still out there. Haven't seen anybody yet new. So that just tells me that, hey, they're still trying to work on things defensively too. They're trying to make sure everybody's on the same page as we move forward here into district play. Going to be, pretty safe to say, going to be 1-1 going forward. Looks like
flag
a little
down.
movement up front. Yeah, false start.
I guess the Ropers going to be third down and about 13 here.
Play is ruled dead. The leading receiver brings back the ball 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 14 for Rogers.
Shotgun formation, 4 wide, man in motion. Elijah Kemp's going to keep it. He's hit pretty hard in the backfield and held on to. Let's see who's got him down there. That's looks like Trenton Jones and Cody Deal. We've said those names a few times tonight.
They've been all over the field, yeah. Through halftime, they were your leading tacklers.
I know Jace Nicholson's been on a lot too. So 4th and long for the Ropers. Going to punt it. Marcus Murray back around midfield.
Looks like they're going to come after it. Almost got it.
He'll take a Roper bounce, and Murray's going to make a few
nice move. Oh, there's 2 flags come flying in. I didn't see what they the call may be.
I didn't see anything about kind of where he was dancing around at, but I know Connor Daffin was back behind the play.
A lot of times on punt coverages, you have blocks in the back. I didn't see one, but we'll just see what they saw.
Doesn't mean it didn't happen. Nonetheless, it was a good return from Marcus Murray.
Personal foul.
So block in the back?
It was. Decline the personal foul.
I think that was the chop block.
Was that chop block?
Well, that wouldn't make any sense on a punt return either. So
sometimes that's why I'm not a referee.
They used to have in the press box all the signals, and you feel like watching football for 30 years that you know it, but sometimes they'll elude you.
Something new every night.
So hand off up the middle to Williams.
Good cut.
Takes it straight out to the sideline.
Nice block.
Looks like a Tecmo Bowl run all the way down to the 28-yard line. He took a hard left towards the sideline. Let's get a McDonald's replay on that
That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Bo Jackson. He took a Bo Jackson hard left to the sideline.
Just run straight to the sideline. That's great.
There's no angle whatsoever.
Murray comes in, gets a good block. And he just keeps going. Just keeps pushing his legs, keep moving his legs, and nice play.
Excellent
eyes.
Game tonight for Hunter Williams.
Yeah, he's gonna go over 100. He may have done it right there. Oh yeah, he's over 100. He was at 71 yards at halftime. So
1st and 10 inside the 30, about the 28-yard line here for the Black Diamonds. Got a man in motion. It's been to Leslie. It's going to be option into the boundary. Pitch to Jace Nicholson.
Good cut. Boy, he's a big, strong kid. Keeps those legs moving.
The defender read it pretty well, and he made a hard cut back inside. Was able to pick up another 1st down for the Black Diamonds.
I'd like to run that option into the boundary. Just curious. My mind would be just curious to see if you ran that to the open side of the field.
Just one time.
How, if you had a little bit more real estate to work with, but I'm still thinking about Tecmo Bowl. Now you've got me thinking about.
If we have any former offensive coordinators that I know is listening right now, please let us know what the benefits are, or maybe the negatives to running the option into the wide side. Seems like a good idea.
And you're not talking about Trey Gardner, right? Okay.
Going to be a quick screen pass to Matt Fulbright. It's going to pick up about 3-4 yards on the play to the 15.
About 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Sallisaw.
Should get one more.
I'm going to guess he
may
not be watching anymore. We've not got a response from him.
2nd and 7, pardon me.
2nd down to 7, maybe the last play right here
of the
third quarter.
I think it will be, but
pending an incompletion or out of bounds. Handoff goes to Nicholson, following his blockers inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line, and that will do it for the third quarter. Black Diamonds on top, threatening to score again, 35-0.
Now the clock stopped again.
Be right back for Mixed TV Channel 19.
There we go.
At Kiki's Country Kitchen, located just west of Sallisaw on Highway 64, enjoy breakfast anytime, along with daily lunch specials, which include chicken fried steak, smoked brisket, fish and chips, and our epic chili cheeseburger. Enjoy generous portions at great prices. Kiki's is open 7 days a week and always has a great selection of made-from-scratch pies and cakes. Check us out on Facebook or come and see us, 3301 West Cherokee in Sallisaw. Kiki's Country Kitchen.
Greenleaf Properties, offering the ultimate in personal, professional, friendly service in real estate to the residents in and around Sequoia County. From our state-of-the-art website to our service that makes clients feel welcome, confident, and appreciated in one of life's major financial decisions. Visit us online at greenleafprop.com or come by our office anytime, located at 721 West Cherokee in Sallisaw.
Come home to Greenleaf Properties, where the customer always comes first.
And we're back. It's going to be first and goal. Black Diamonds inside the 10-yard line at about the 7. On top of the Rogers Ropers, 35-0 here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. As we said, on the campus of Booker T. Washington.
It's like the crowd mic picking up some noise down there.
The Roper band down there.
Right below us?
Nope, their voice just carries. The snap's going to be the bubble route to Crawfish again. Mark Crawford.
Nice move.
Dance around, get inside the 3-yard line down to the 2. Trying to get him another touchdown on the night.
Again, with the easy pitch and catch for Caden Bailey to throw that little bubble screen and get it to your receiver and just let him make a play. Get it to him early, let him make a play.
Second down and goal from the 2. They're going to do the Mountain Drew package.
Nope, he's going to split out there to the left. I would like to see them kind of throw a little jump ball to him, just as
something to work on,
one-on-one,
especially on second down,
just to show on film. Give you another look.
He's going to hand it instead. It's a fumble picked up by the Ropers. Not what you want to see here, especially after the. It's the second and fourth quarter curses that are hitting the Black Diamonds tonight.
Let's take a look at the McDonald's replay and see if we can see what happened on the exchange. I don't know if it was a bad exchange between the quarterback and the running back, but we'll take a look here and see. It just tried to. Looks like maybe Caden didn't get it all the way in the belly of.
I think he saw that touchdown.
The running back, he saw wide open.
They've left. No telling how many points on the board tonight. 21 at least. Turnover this time inside the 2-yard line.
There's a safety. Oh!
How he got out of that, Elijah Kemp, back to the 1-yard line.
He was able to avoid the safety, get back to the 1. Looks like you got an injured Roper player down there in the end zone. Looks like that may be Big Micah Fields.
Mix TV Channel 19 reserves all broadcasting rights on this production and pays for it as contracted with Sallisaw Public Schools for such rights. Any rebroadcast of this program is prohibited and will be considered illegal. Written consent is required from Mix TV for any use and or promotion of this program.
I think Caden Bailey through the third quarter. He's now over 100 yards. He's at 107 yards, 8 of 10 passing with 2 touchdowns and the 1 interception. So a good game for him. I think it may be his first game over 100 yards throwing. And then Hunter Williams has 62 rushing yards since halftime, so that'll put him well over 100 as well. And then your defense is just still playing tough, stout defense down there on the goal line.
Number 22, Dylan Henson on a run. It brings it out a little bit to a third down.
So that'll be third down and about 11 here for the Ropers inside their own 5-yard line. He's going to keep it on the right side, push out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Pick up about 2 on the play, so it's going to be 4th down for the Ropers.
Go ahead and punt it away here. I mean, if you're Tulsa Rogers, at some point you're going to, hey, we need to start going for it on 4th down, but even that far back in your own end zone, you can't.
It's been a funky clock tonight.
I think they're having, now it's running. I think they're having problems with it because you can look across and look at them, and
we're staring right at the clock operator.
They're throwing their arms up like we've got it running. Just kind of a mind of its own tonight, I guess.
Seems like sometimes it's supposed to stop and it's running. Sometimes it's supposed to run and stop. So 4th down, punt from his own end zone. Low snap. Black Diamonds not able to get to it somehow. And it's going to be picked up at the 30 by Murray. Gutsy play after
video game stuff going on down there.
After what's happened so far this game, that was pretty gutsy. And he was able to secure it and get to the 25-yard line. It's a good field position here for the Black Diamonds.
You bring up a good point. And I'm pretty sure that, when they watch this film, the coaches are going to say, hey, up 35-0 in the 4th quarter, just go ahead and let that thing roll. You don't risk another turnover. Starting offense still out there, so still trying to get some work. Williams back in at running back. Good step up.
Keep it. Definitely like the call for Caden Bailey. Nobody open downfield.
He saw that pocket collapse there on him a little bit, and he avoided the rush and got positive yardage. So definitely a good play there.
Second down and 2, 8:14 remaining in the ball game. Black Diamonds on top, 35-0.
I think if you're a Sallisaw fan or a coach, for sure, these last 8 minutes, let's keep it as clean as possible. Get some positive yards, put a touchdown on the board, but let's not make any more mistakes. I think that's probably one thing that they'll come away with.
Do not put the ball on the ground.
No more turnovers.
Williams tripped up here.
Flag comes
by the defender, and they threw it right at the play. I'm not sure what. I mean, it's obviously in the area of holding, but just the timing of it's kind of.
There you go.
Throwing me off.
But yeah, you're right. No more turnovers. Keep it clean. Score if you can, but let's just play the rest of this game as cleanly as possible. Because even though the Diamonds are up 35-0 here, there are still some things tonight that they need and will get corrected as we go forward into conference play.
Shotgun formation. Kind of an odd motion there from Bennett Leslie. The timing must have been off. And I think the coaches saw that, called a timeout here. So first timeout of the half for the Black Diamonds. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back from Mix TV Channel 19.
I love this building. I mean, why would you tear down history? Let's make it more modern, but yet leave the history and the structure as it is. So I called Buzz, and we did a walk around, and it was he came back with a great bid, and what you're seeing today is what we put together. They did such a great job, always took care of me, always made me feel welcome. They have stability and they have a reputation, and I would highly recommend them.
And we're back, 7:29 remaining in the ball game. Black Diamonds on top, 35-0. Second down and 12.
Matt, looks like we do have a new quarterback and a new running back here. Jace Nicholson in at quarterback and Nate Asbel in at running back. Good block there by Nate.
Nice spin move by Bennett Leslie. Just couldn't quite shake the defender.
Looks like Caden Bailey's night is done at quarterback.
Tackle for a short gain. It is now 3rd and 8 for Sallisaw.
Third down and 8.
Couple of new offensive linemen. Number 58, Colton Johnson, a junior, in at right tackle.
Drops back to pass. Had a man wide open, but kind of skipped it in there. That was Aubrey Henshaw, the intended wide receiver. So it's going to be 4th down, and I bet they're going to let Castor come in and try to get some.
Try to get a kick out. Yeah. Work on your field goal.
I'm not sure that has he attempted one since the first game?
I don't think he has. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think so.
So this time from the 23, they're going to mark it. Holds it at about the 30, so it's going to be a 40-yard attempt here for Juan Castor.
He has the leg. If he connects clean, we've seen him, put these through during pregame at this distance, fairly regularly. So
kicks up.
Going to be just short.
Just barely short by probably length of a football.
At the wind. Wind caught that one, I think. Knocked it down, don't you?
Yes, Chris. I think the wind
Thank
knocked
you.
it down.
I was wondering where you went on me.
See if I can get your McDonald's NFL NCAA scoreboard update. Hajikam's going to keep it on the left side. Got a little bit of running room. Going to pick up about 4 on the play. Brought down by a host of Diamonds. 14-0 Packers and 14-0 Texas at halftime over Iowa State. And if you're wondering, NC Central and Florida A&M tied 14-all.
Christian was asking about that score a while ago. So
if you are, you obviously got money on that game because there's no other reason.
Good to see the defense still in there playing hard. Connor Dafford just made a great play on the edge.
Yeah, don't you think they want to keep that shutout?
Turn them down, absolutely. Anytime you can get a shutout, I don't care who it's against. Anytime your defense can throw a shutout, that's a big thing.
Going to be pushed out of bounds. Going to be 3rd down here for the Ropers.
They'll bring up about a 3rd and 4 for Rogers.
3rd down and 4.
Good pursuit. Not allowing that first down. Clock's going to keep running. Kept him in bounds.
It's going to be 4th and short. Yeah, I would just assume they would go for it here.
Looks like that's I see the punter running out. Go ahead, kick it away.
Marcus Murray going to be back deep for the Black Diamonds. This is where they've had some trouble tonight. We got 2 turnovers tonight on the punt returns.
That's just another opportunity to work on it. And Murray's real close. He's close to busting one open. I mean, he's close to breaking one for a touchdown.
Kickoffs and punts.
Yeah, so it's always a chance here when he's going to get a chance.
And he's going to get one right here. He's got a lot of open room to the right side.
No,
there's away from the tackle.
We just talked about it.
He was on a mission on that punt return. He was going to be, unfortunately, called back.
You got to like his ability to make people miss, though. at just a sophomore. It's exciting to know that he's going to be around for a couple more years. Penalty against the Diamonds. Negates that punt return.
It's going to mark it at the 40-yard line. 3:42 on the clock remaining in this ball game. 35-0 your score. Been a pretty quick ball game. We're inside 2 hours right now.
Yeah, I know it.
And we got a long drive home.
I've got a long drive home. You just get to sit and ride.
The big voice guy here to our left
He
is
does.
pretty prominent on our crowd mics.
A good PA voice.
1st and 10, Diamonds. Handoff goes to Nate Asbull up the middle. It's going to be tripped up at the 44-yard line.
Nate Asbull, a junior, getting in there, getting some action at running back. Get some experience. Looks like you got a couple. There's freshman number 13, Trevor Sparks, in the game at tight end.
Nice run there.
Number 5, Hunter Hutchinson, a freshman, getting some action here in the last 3 minutes. Out at receiver.
Yep, getting some good experience here for the young Black Diamonds.
Yeah, number 10, Blake Brown, trotting off. He got a play there. Number 25, Caleb Borman is in there, a sophomore. So getting some new faces in. We'll try to get as many as we can.
And then you really got to think about, and you credit I say true freshman, like there's a red shirt or true. But, Jackson McIntyre and Trenton Jones really play big factors on the big squad. And they're freshmen as well, so we can't leave them out when talking about these other freshmen. Here comes Sawyer Poole in the game, making his first appearance.
Yeah.
Blake Brown.
Number 61, Logan Oliver's in there at line.
Looks like we got an injured player here for the Ropers. I think they're just not going to worry about him. Just
another sophomore.
Nobody seemed concerned, so he got back up. He's good to go.
There's another sophomore, number 70, Casey Calvert in there, blocking, running offensive line.
Anthony Hill, number 53. I know all the moms and dads watching are trying to get everybody out there.
Trying to get number 85. We don't have an 85 on our roster. So if somebody's listening and knows number 85, text us.
There's Sawyer Poole on the carry. It's going to be his first carry of his young high school career. First of many, I'm sure. Gets a nice little pickup there on first down.
I see number 75, Michael Worsham.
I think his brother Trevor Teal usually watches, so I know he may be watching in to see his little brother play. So.
Yeah. Good job getting all these young guys in here, getting some time on this. Probably for them, a big old stadium. This is a big stadium for them, so. First varsity action as a Black Diamond. You got to love it.
A little miscommunication here by the youngins. And I can say that now. I'm getting kind of old.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to say that.
Second down, handoff goes to Poole once again. Breaks the first tackler, gets across the 40. It's going to take a load of Ropers there to bring him down. It's a good job by
on the ball.
Sawyer Poole. It's going to be third down for the Diamonds here. Third about 4. "15 seconds, and they're going to let it run out. This will do it for your ball game. Black Diamonds get their first victory of the season. 1-4 on the young season. 1-1 in district play. 35-0 on top of the Tulsa Rogers Ropers here at Booker T. S.E. Williams Stadium. We'll be right back with your McDonald's play of the game and your post-game wrap-up. This is Mix TV, Channel 19.
Did you know that my mom's a superhero? Really? Yeah, when a tornado hits, they call my mom to come help. She races to the scene with her team, and they use their powers to help everyone get their things fixed. Whoa!
Everything okay with your friend back there?
Yeah, he's just never seen a superhero before.
Ask Shelter Agent Randall Baker about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
Peters Agency in Sallisaw provides case management, home health, provider care, and hospice services. Hospice provides end-of-life care to the terminally ill of all ages. Skilled nurses, certified aides, and other hospice team members make scheduled visits to the patient whether they reside at home, in an assisted or independent living center, or nursing home. Peters Agency is one of only 4 hospice agencies in the state of Oklahoma to be nationally accredited by the Accreditation Commission for Healthcare.
Care with prayer changes things.
Local news, local events. Mix TV Channel 19. Holly Borman. Justin Bennett. Local stories that matter. On the scene. News stories happening around you. Tune in each weekday at 6:30 and 9:30. Mix TV Channel 19.
At Sallisaw Lumber, we are more than just a lumber yard. We are your full-service lumber company, hardware store, and appliance and flooring center all in one. If you don't find what you need, we'll order it for you. Our guys are standing at the counter ready to wait on you. And if you can't take it with you, we can deliver it to you for only $10. At Sallisaw Lumber, we've not forgot about good customer service. Sallisaw Lumber saves you time, saves you money.
Losing a loved one can be a devastating experience. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home has been caring for families for more than 100 years. We have 8 licensed funeral directors, 4 pre-arrangement counselors, and 3 locations in Sequoyah County.
When my mother passed away, I called Agent Mallory Martin, and they handled every request and took care of every detail.
Remember, it doesn't cost more to call the best. Let our family serve your family.
New at McDonald's, a slushy sensation. McDonald's Minute Maid slushies. And 3 refreshing flavors.
Keep cool this summer with your choice of cherry limeade, orangeade, or fruit punch.
At Charlie's Chicken, you can expect a delicious variety of freshly fried chicken complemented by over 10 home-style side options along with delicious desserts. Enjoy daily specials or a signature combo meal like Charlie's famous chicken chunks. Still want more? Their lunch and evening buffets are served 7 days a week and filled with all your favorites. For those on the go, drop by Charlie's drive-thru window and ask about catering too. Warning, chicken's so good, it'll knock your socks off. Charlie's Chicken in Sallisaw, 720 West Cherokee Avenue.
And your McDonald's play of the game tonight had to be one of those pooch kicks. He was almost a perfect arc for him.
Absolutely. Tonight. 2 in a row, 2 for 2 on those in the second half. And this really kind of got the momentum back after the kind of the sloppy second quarter. You come right out, score, and then you get a pooch kick that just lands, fumble. Oh, wait a minute. So our producer picked the wrong play, and that is not definitely a pooch kick. So we'll work on that, guys. Sorry about that, but yeah.
We'll just have to apologize to McDonald's on that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you have it, Christian, or no? No, keep going. Okay.
Well, 35-0 your score. Black Diamonds get their first victory of the season. A little sloppy second, fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They were able to work on some things, able to get Caden Bailey comfortable tonight, which to me was the biggest takeaway from tonight's game.
Yeah.
And, of course, the defense.
Bailey's 9 of 11 passing for 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he did have the 1 interception, but like we talked about, that was something that it was kind of, if it was going to happen, it needed to happen tonight. So now they can go in and talk about what did cause that and fix that. But, yeah, I thought Caden played, his best game of the year so far as the starting quarterback. And to have over 110 yards for the first time and a couple touchdowns had to be a good confidence booster for him.
We got our McDonald's play now.
Oh, here it is.
Let's see if he can redeem himself.
I don't know. We'll see. There it is. This is the one that you could tell they just did not want to have anything to do with it. Aswell picks it up and could have gone the distance.
Nearly doesn't even have to break stride.
So talking about the offense again, and this is a game where they needed to be pretty smooth, execute the ball really well, take care of the football. A couple of those turnovers weren't the offense. But the ones that did are things you can easily correct. It was a fumbled snap and an interception. So nice job overall by the offense. I thought they played really well. Hunter Williams had 11 rushes and 133 yards and a touchdown, so he's over 100 again.
And you're going to say these excellent stats, especially from our running backs, but you got to give a lot of credit to that offensive line. They were really pushing that defensive line off the ball, making huge holes for the backs to run through all night. I mean, Hunter Williams gets the ball, and he wouldn't touch for 10 yards.
And to be without, your senior left tackle, Bartell.
Your anchor on that left side.
Yeah, so they did a great job stepping up and playing really strong and really good.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Murray, 4 rushes, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Nicholson, 2 touchdowns, I'm sorry. Nicholson, 5 rushes, 27 yards. Overall, the offense just played really well, did what they had to do tonight against a team that you probably came into this game pretty confident you were going to be able to move the ball, and you were able to do that. So, absolutely.
We got some defensive stats here.
Down here.
Trenton Jones leading the way tonight.
Yeah, Trent Jones leading the way, 7 tackles. Dill had 4 tackles in that fumble recovery.
And I know Jace Nicholson was involved in a lot of plays.
Too, and I think anytime that you can pitch a shutout, if your defense can throw a shutout, then that's something that you got to take away from it. And I think, like you said during the game, that's probably one of the reasons that they left their starters in so long was to,
Absolutely. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
Big confidence booster for your defense, which had played great really all season. At some point, when the offense weren't able to move the ball or score, the defense got tired and they gave up points late in games. But they've played great this year, held some high-scoring teams to Hilldale and Stickler and them. So it's a good momentum booster, good confidence booster as well. So excellent job tonight by the defense.
Yeah, and I think overall, if you look at the game as a whole, played really well, both sides of the football, offensive, defensive. There are some things, obviously, like we talked about, that you watch this film, there are going to be some things you need to correct going forward. You're going to play, Broken Bow next week, and it's not going to get, a whole lot easier going forward after that in this conference. So
no, I don't see any cupcakes coming up to finish out the season. So,
but you think about that. You got your first win tonight, so you're 1-4, but you're still right in the hunt in the conference and for your playoff seeding. So this team is definitely a playoff-capable team. They just got to go out from here on and execute like they did tonight on offense, and the defense just has to keep playing well.
Absolutely. Well, man, we appreciate everybody watching in tonight. I know we had a lot of viewers on the Facebook live stream, on YouTube, on Mix TV Channel 19. Appreciate every one of y'all, all of y'all communicating with us, helping make our broadcast better each and every Friday night for your Black Diamond football. We'll be back live for homecoming next week, taking on Broken Bow. Always a huge rivalry. Broken Bow is back. They're playing some good football now, so definitely be a tough game. Black Diamonds really can carry some of this momentum over to that game, so we'll see you then. Thank you all. 6:45 next Friday night.
Next Friday night.
From Mix TV Channel 19, I'm Matt Merrill along with Chris Starp. We'll see you next week.
You're watching Sallisaw's Mix TV, Channel 19.